never intended to get into politics, but representing Utah is important to her. And although she's proud of her accomplishments, she tells me what she is most proud of is being a mom. Tell me about your upbringing, your childhood. Was it a happy one?
You know, it was. I have great parents. My dad came in the 70s and then brought my mom over and worked really hard. Loved the idea of being an American and wanted every bit of it, wanted the good and the bad of just all of it.
It must have taken a lot of strength and courage for them to make that decision to come to America.
They have to leave a land that they know very well. They leave family members and friends that they know, and go into the unknown. My parents were the ones that said, you know what, I'm not raising my children in Haiti. I am going to go to the United States, and I was born in New York and happened to enjoy all of, the blessings of being born here.
What's the #1 thing they taught you?
I wasn't entitled to anything if I didn't own it, earn it, work for it, or pay for it myself, that it wasn't mine, that I had to work hard for everything I had, that there was a responsibility for me to represent myself, represent the family, and represent who I wanted to become and leave a mark.
You were interested in the arts, Broadway. You had the chance to be in a Broadway show, so you're not a career politician.
I always say this is not what I wanted to do when I grew up. It's certainly not something, even being a member of the city council wasn't something that I sought after. There were people that recruited me into this mess, and so
into this mess. That's not how you feel about it, is it?
You know what? No, I actually love the policy portions of it. I actually love making a difference. You may not be. It may not be your plan, but sometimes other people have plans for you, and I believe in a higher being, obviously, and I think that there are things that people. They have to know what their calling is. They have to know how they can make a difference in their community, how they can make a difference in their state and in their country. And that takes sacrifice. It's not always the easiest path.
Do you feel like this is your calling?
I feel like this is something that I'm supposed to do. If I can make a difference and make a difference for my children and for Utah, then yes, I better stand up and do it.
What has the big stage been like?
You realize that when you're doing this, there are some people out there that aren't very nice, and you kind of have to be a big girl, have tough skin, and be able to stand up for what you believe in. It is tough out there, but I'm
are you
tough cookie. You can ask any of my kids; they'll tell you, mom can handle it.
What is the #1 thing you're most proud of?
I'm proud of being a parent out there. I'm proud of being a mom out there. I'm proud of being a black female out of the state of Utah that's raising my children to be a patriot, to love this country and love their state. There are so many things that people can take out of this that they think is negative. They don't see the positive of this, that I'm actually leading by example and saying, look, I'm out there. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure we leave a more prosperous country, a better country.
Every woman that works misses something or isn't available on an occasion where maybe your kids needed you to be. How do you personally deal with that?
I think the most important thing is making sure that the time that you have is really quality time. We think in modern technology. When I'm in D.C., I FaceTime my kids every night. It's 10:30 out east, it's 8:30 here. I get to kind of figure out what's going on, and they can't go anywhere. They're on the screen. It's
right.
Not like they can ignore you. They can't go anywhere. So I chat with each and every one of them, and I find out more about their day than I did when I was here. And so, my husband and I have really set our priorities in order. We know that family is the most important thing to us. This is a family journey. This is not just my journey. This is all of our journey.
What is your biggest failure? Not politically, but just in general.
I think that it's some of the lost opportunities. An opportunity to do something in the city, where I was a little too careful. An opportunity to join a board, or an opportunity to get out and actually, take a position somewhere. and I didn't do that. So I try and look out for those opportunities and to not be so careful.
Well, thank you for taking the opportunity to do this interview with us.
Thank you.
So
Thank
nice
you.
to get to know you person to person.
Well, this was fun. Thank you.
Thank you for carving out the time.